Hello, hello, and welcome. I am the Demonic Tutor. Come along with me today as we do the quick draft. This week, or at least, I shouldn't say this week, I should say for today, it is Aether Drift. And as it is Aether Drift, and that is the newest set, come along with me as I get some new cards for my collection and show everyone in real time exactly how bad I am at drafting. That being said, drafting is something that I do have a lot of fun doing. Limited is one of, if not my favorite ways of playing the game. And I have only played a cube once, but it was one of the funnest things I've ever done. And I cannot recommend doing a cube or a draft enough. With that being said, the other reason why I like the quick draft in particular the most is because, well, quite simply, it is the cheapest in terms of coinage. In terms of trying to grind these coins up and save them up, this is the lowest amount, so therefore it is the one I do the most often, simply for that reason alone. Oh, hello, kitty. Both of my kitties here are visiting me. Two different cats. One of them is mine. The other one is just the one that is in the house with us that we love very much. So nothing here is really jumping out at me. Okay, I really love the flavor text here. The flavor text alone almost makes me pick this thing. But I don't know. This might be the best card, but this is the best effect. So this is a tricky one. Because wait. No. Now I have a thought. And it's going to sway me into picking the creature, and here's the reason. This is a really cool card, and it's a very useful card, especially because it's going to give us lifelink. That's huge. However, I do have to enchant a creature or vehicle. And if I draw this card, when I'm hellbent, when I have no hand, this card is worthless because I will have nothing. In theory, I might have nothing to equip this to. Or not equip, enchant this to. So we're going to take the creature, because the creature doubles as a mana sink. Even if I can only use that mana sink once, that still qualifies as one. Ooh, okay. So we have another rare. Oh my goodness gracious. And untap everything you control is pretty impressive. I'm just going to say it like that. That's pretty damn impressive. However, we do have a rare. It does have start your engines. Ooh, excuse me. Just a lot of useful tech. The other thing I like here is that I've now grabbed all but red out of the colors, because I often find myself unintentionally only doing one or two colors, and I don't branch out maybe as far as I could or as far as I need to. So, okay, this is removal. This is the card I was looking at last time. Oh my goodness gracious. Beautiful flavor text. The ability is, again, hilarious. I'm actually going to take this for a couple different reasons. The biggest one is that I can trigger the exhaust ability myself and manually make myself draw a card, so this can technically replace itself in my hand. The other thing is that because it makes itself into a creature, then I no longer have to crew it. That's huge. Ooh, so we have a cost reduction specifically for this set for the exhaust abilities. Ooh, this is probably what it's gonna be. I want the removal, but I do like the idea of that effect. That's a whenever creature dies, each one. That's the I almost said Blood Artist, but no, this is a Zulaport Cutthroat type of effect, which is really strong in any format, especially in a 1v1. Ooh. Okay, I had this card. I did a draft of this by myself. Not visibly, but I've done one draft of this by myself of Aether Drift. I've had this card used against me in both drafts. I've actually done 2. It's so useful, and the ability to get just everything vigilance is huge. Being able to swing and turn around and still block is, yeah, I just cannot say enough good things about it and what that does for you. Oh, that's a... The +1/+0 on the front side is nice, but it's a lot of hoops to jump through to get a Surveil 1. I will actually take this because it is the same rate. We have 3 mana. This is a 3/2 with no keywords, but with a effect. And this is a 2/2, but it comes with flying and it has an ETB effect. So we're going to go with the bird. The fact that it's flying is kind of nice. Ooh. We haven't broken anything yet. Oh, that's good. That's hilarious. The flavor text is hilarious. Oh, wow. Just straight up putting the word idiots on a card. Okay, that I love. Oh, so in theory... Oh, no, it's just creatures and or vehicles. No, I'm taking that, actually. That's a removal spell, and I love that. Oof. Just a lot of useful stuff here. I want the extra Disciple, but what I'd rather have is another Start Your Engines, especially on another 2-drop, so we'll take that. Ooh, nothing here is bad. This is really useful. This is the one that was at the very beginning, so it's come all the way back around. However, you'll even notice, excuse me, you may or may not have noticed I have the special artwork for this card. It's because I'm using it in plenty of decks, and I find it very useful. It's another Start Your Engines, and it's mana fixing. Mana fixing is very important in anything, especially when... But especially when you are in a limited environment where you don't have access to as many, just, all the normal mana fixings that you might have. All the normal mana rocks, well, for me, I play Brawl, so the Soul Rings, the Arcane Signets, all these other little things that come with it. No, this is powerful, but I don't feel like it's like there's a reason it's still being available. Like there is a reason that it is the only uncommon that is left in the packs. I think I just take the artifact creature. Yeah, I'm just gonna take this. And again, here comes that creature right back. Again, the effect is really cool, and I love it. And I love that it's a sloth mount. That in and of itself is hilarious, but yeah. I digress. The fact that it's a 5-drop also hurts. Let's actually just take the flyer because it has the Start Your Engines. Again, Start Your Engines, but all it does is make it a 3/3. Cool flavor text. Better visual, actually. The artwork on this card I cannot say enough about. Wow. Never taken the time to look at the artwork. I've read the card and kind of dismissed it. I've never looked at the artwork. The artwork is amazing on that thing. Excuse me, but I'm going to take the Disciple, get another Start Your Engines, another flyer, the basic, because we have gotten all the way back around. Oh, I've seen this a lot. This was one of the big cards that was kind of spoiled, that everybody was freaking out over. Hoo-hoo. This is really cool if you're building a typal deck, reading it. If you're building where everything is one type, this deck is really impressive. It's really cool. But this is a draft. I'm not going for one of every type. So, what's my other rare? Y'all really had to print another thing to cheat out a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. I was like, why the hell is this a 4-mana 1/2? Then I found the reason why you're running it. Yeah, I'm taking that. my goodness. Okay, this is a cool effect, but what? Okay, this is where I start checking this. So I can dismiss the land actually. So I have 14 cards. I have 4 non-creatures and I have 10 creatures. So now that I'm noticing that, that makes me more inclined to take non-creature spells over creatures. Simply to not have just only creatures in the deck. You know, like I said, I think I took, what was it? Collision Course here, specifically to have some amount of removal in this deck. So, yeah. Fun times. Oh. Okay. So when it enters, you get a zombie. And when you get to max speed, you can then demonic tutor. That is powerful, but I have to wait on it, and I have to get to max speed without them blowing it up. Actually, I don't think I've seen anything in all these cards that deal with enchantment, so that might successfully simply sit there the whole time. But, yeah, I don't know. This is interesting. I'm still on pack 2, so I still have time to kind of pivot to another color if I so choose. The ridiculous green card here does make me tempted to pivot. Is making me tempted to pivot, I should say. What do you do? Once again, very, very good flavor text. Flying and the start your engines. I like that. What is this? Oh, that's that card. Okay, that reminds me I do want to run blue. That being said, the appeal of a 5 mana 9/7 is pretty difficult to ignore, I have to say. Yeah, I think I'm going to just take that because I want some... Wait. I'm now noticing something else. It's not the fact that it's green. It's the triple mana pips. Normally that doesn't worry me, and I am not concerned about it casting it. But that's in my commander decks. The ones I build myself. The ones where I put all the mana rocks in. So we're not going to take that card simply because I'm worried about being able to cast the dang thing. And if I'm worried about casting it before I've even tried to cast it, I will take that as a sign that I shouldn't. Whenever this crews something... Yeah, but it's a 4 mana 3/3. Repairs are tomorrow's problems. Okay, I love the flavor text. Flavor text you've got me with. When you exhaust it, you put a counter on it and make a token. That's kind of cool. I've seen this in the thing. I like this thing a lot because it's a 1/1 with Death Touch. And it has a mana sink if you get that far in the game. So, what is this? Whenever. Oh. Okay, I like that a lot. There's a lot of things I like about this card. Is it a common or an uncommon? It is an uncommon, okay. No wonder I haven't seen it. Somebody else has taken it. Oh. Okay, that's the leader in the clubhouse as far as what we're picking. Ooh, no, this is hard to argue with. No, I was saying I need things that make me want to use green. Let me take a green card then, even if it's farther down the list. I have had the counters used against me. So I don't like counters in... I don't like counters in limited environments. I don't think you should not pick them. I think they're a good pick. I don't like them for me. Because for me, whenever I get them, this is what happens. This is the thing that happens at that point. Ooh, I don't have any exhaust ability, so I want to take this just to have another exhaust ability. but it's also not the best card. Oh. Oh, you're an equipment vehicle? Because it's a vehicle, I'm going to pass. I was about to take this for the double strike equipment, but nope. Simply because it is a vehicle, it's getting passed on. So now it's just what flavor of instant do I want? Do I have the light wheel? No, I don't. For that reason, you get to be picked first over the strength. Oh, yep, and here's another counter spell. So here's the thing I have to say about counters in Limited. Because this is why I mentioned earlier, let me go pull it up and see what it's at. I've apparently taken 4 non-creatures in a row. It's time to do something about that, pending what I see when I go back. One of the issues... Ooh, excuse me. Just drank water, that's the funny part. So one of the issues with a limited environment is you can draft all 4 of the counter spells and play all 4 of them. But in the meantime that you've played all of your counter spells, you more than likely haven't played a creature because you've saved your mana to play your counters. And now that 1/2 that they played on the second turn that you didn't think was worth countering has been ticking you for 1 the whole game because you haven't drawn any creatures. That's one of the things that I've kind of noticed. That's one of the issues that you can run into when you're drafting is we like to say in EDH is that you only have so many card slots. That's kind of magnified in a smaller format like this one. Oh, because he's a zombie pilot. I was like, this flavor text doesn't make sense until I read the creature type. Then I went, oh. Now it makes sense. Discard something, deals that much to each opponent. Cycling for 1. Whenever you cycle it, it deals 1. So I like that it gives you some options there, but I don't like it overall. Ooh, so that's fun. That's a resurrection spell, and in a thing where my highest CMC so far has been 4, that looks pretty frickin' nice to be able to bring back just about anything in here. I'm kind of looking for creatures. Ooh. So, see, now I have to think about this. What colors am I going for? Because I haven't really looked too closely at it, but now I'm kind of having to. I'm actually going to take this and start leaning into blue because I really want to run this card right here. The rest of that one, and I also want this one because I'm trying to get something in here that it says draw a card. Given everything I just said, I think I should double up on the Manglers. Let's see. Ooh, okay, this is a tricky one. Once again, I'm going to see the number. It's even. Because it is even, I'm not going to take the enchantment. If I had any more, like if it was 12 to 11 or 11 to 10 or something like that, I would take this to get 2 copies of it. But because I need the creatures, we're going to take one of the flyers. You have an ETB effect. You have a start your engines. Let's see, 1. I'm now going to count 2. How many of that effect I have? 3, 4. Oh, I already have 2 of these. Oh, 5. Okay. I know that's 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I have a good amount of the start your engine stuff. Oh, that's a better question. Am I still running black? I was thinking white and black, but now I'm thinking maybe Esper colors, white, blue, black. Oh, but I wanted green for this. Well, considering how many other green cards I've grabbed, I grabbed that one almost on principle. Now I'm regretting that pick. So I'm wishing I'd picked something that wasn't green, but I digress. Oh, actually, it's going to be this pick. Because that first ability is a pump ability, and I can do that as many times as I have the mana for it. That's actually really nice. So now I'm definitely doing black. I'm probably doing white just based on how many cards I have so far, depending on what the last pack gives me. Let's see. This intro is draw a card. Okay. Oh. Okay. As a good buddy of mine loves to say, that does not suck. Okay, this is a vehicle. I'm gonna have to take this because it's a cheaper, just a cheaper casting cost. Yep, take the lands. That's all that's left. Oh, that only blows up artifacts. That is tough. Oh. Oh, it will be nice if I have two of these, but I think I'd rather have this for a couple of different reasons. There are two reasons I would rather have the Wretched Doll. The first is that it's a 3/1. Actually, I get to say three reasons because it's me. So first reason is it's a 3/1 that's good for crewing things. The second reason is that it has an activated ability to surveil one, which does not suck. And finally, I love flavor text, and this flavor text is very interesting and very relevant to the previous set. No, not the previous set. The one before that was Duskmorn. There's so many sets I can't keep them straight. Can't keep track of all the damn things. What do we have? This is 2 less if it targets permanent mana value 1. Bounce and draw a card. Okay. Oh, because if it's a token... No, a token would not be mana value of 1. So... I like the concept of Roadside Blowout in terms of what the card is doing. Once again, good flavor text here. Just wing it. I like the concept of what the card is doing, but I find it too narrow. This is excessively narrow on what the card can do when it works right. So, I don't like that too much. Oh, that's a ramp effect. That's nice. The fact that it has a lifelink is a plus, but it is kind of a small creature, so... Which works against it. Oh. That is actually really nice. I think this is going to be the pick. Oh, yeah, it's just going to be Apocalypse Runner. What? Insect Druid. Okay, I think that says enough for that card. My goodness. Okay, I've got 12 artifacts. So that flyer I was looking at earlier, now I'm going to go ahead and take. Really? I'm surprised that people passed on this, but okay. I myself, looking at what else is here, yeah. Woof. I do not like this effect because it's only one color that you get out of this. Actually, no, I take that back. This is cool in a monocolor deck because you can have it as a land that also has cycling, and it's like a third or fourth cycling land. That is actually kind of nice. The rest of this card I don't like and I think is trash. So, would I even have a target? I would have 2 targets for the Transit Mage. That's a no. I'm very tempted to take this, but I don't know if I have enough artifacts to make that worth it. A 3-mana 3/3 is nice. The damage is also nice. Either I win or we both lose. Take your pick. Adrenaline jockey indeed. What am I at colors wise? So yeah, leaning into the Esper theme here. I'm actually, so as interesting as this is, I can't really devote to it enough. So I'm not going to pick it. I'm going to pick this instead, actually. So I want this because this is a cheaper effect than the creature next to it. However, the creature comes with one keyword and it has a chance to have a second keyword if I get to max speed. Woof. Okay. Given that I have one more creature than non-creature, we're going to take the extra creature here simply because I want another creature. It's a vehicle. Again, a very cool effect, but I don't think I'm going to be able to consistently discard enough things to make this worth it. So I might simply be getting a beat stick. Because I already have 2 of this card. Oh, you also have an affinity. You know what? Let's take that because of its affinity. I'm going to roll with that. We're going to take this because of effects. I thought about taking a third Midnight Mangler, but I figured I already got 2. I don't need a third one. So now we have starting to get a little bit of separation creature-wise, which is nice. That's so again, in a more constructed format, I actually love this card. In limited, I don't. Very cool, but also kind of narrow. Okay. If we're going to have vanilla creatures brought back, better give me good flavor text. This sucker qualifies. He's a dinosaur? Huh. Good to know. I'm not going to be putting it into my Pantalaza deck that I have in paper, but it's good to know it's there. That I have the option, so to speak. We have the other flyer. No, let's get another Deathless Pilot. The ability to pull yourself back out of the graveyard is invaluable. Woo! So this is not removal, but it's pretty dang close. This I would love to be running, but I have already decided I'm not playing green because that is something that could be removal. Honestly, nothing here looks that good. I think so this one's really cool, but I have to have something for green. I have to have a forest or 2 just to have it in there. Oh, wait, I wanted to run this. No, because I don't think I have enough exhaust effects. Let me look. I'm now going to check because I'm curious. Because that's what will kind of justify running it or not. Because every exhaust effect that I have will trigger him. Oof. I have 1 exhaust effect in this entire thing. Okay, that means I'm definitely not playing green. I'll just take the artifact creature. Because I can use that. Okay, how many mounts and vehicles? Let me see that. Is it going to be a type? No. I have 6 vehicles though, so that is not nothing. Did I not take anything that saddles? I thought I had a couple that did saddling, but I could be wrong. If it's all vehicles, that's fine. Okay, so I have 2 exhaust abilities. I have 2. Still, that's nothing. Yeah, only vehicles in here. No mounts. Interesting. Okay. Did I already take? Because I have 1 copy of the guide light. I don't actually have a copy of this, but I use that card defensively. So I think I'm just going to take another Matrix as opposed to taking that. That's fitting. Now I'm definitely taking it. So if I wait for 1 more mana, I get flying. But this is a 7/2 that can be played on like turn 3. No, I'm going to take the extra flyer. Now I begin to take out what I'm not going to be running. This is the only card that I'm actually really sad to be losing, but, well, that and this one. But I don't know how many. The issue with her is if she doesn't show up early enough, then I'm not going to have anything in my hand to cheat out in the first place. So, yeah. Oh, you're red. Well, crap. All right, gotta go. It's another color. So I'm going to leave you because you have cost reduction. Same with you. The lifelink might save it. I think it is going to say... No. In the interest of having just simply fewer cards in here, it's going to go. Let's take 1 of you out. Okay, this is funny, but it's also rereading it. It's all right. It's nothing terribly special though in my book. So again, this guy is amazing. I love him, but just kind of a mana sink. Nothing else that I'm really, loving or that he's doing for me. So. Okay, so I have 1. No. Oh, it's non-creature? Okay, you get to stay. Simply for that reason. I have nothing with a double... No. This is the only card that has a double mana pip. The only one. Well, as usual, let's see how this goes. I do not have the best luck when it comes to drafts on here, so... we get to see together how it goes. Let's see. I like their username. They know what they're doing. Oh my goodness. This is almost perfect. I just need 1 more land and I will be so happy with this hand. I only need 1 more land because then I can cast this. That'll get me up to 4. So I'm actually very happy with this hand. Land? Nope. Okay. Come on, guide light, let me get a land. Damn it. That's now worrisome. Land? There it is. Beautiful. And it was a swamp. Even better. Even better. Da, 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 da. No. Let's go flyer. Let's start your engines. Let's say go. Reason I went with the flyer as opposed to the ascendant here, the max speed ability is useful, so if I saw this creature, I would try to kill it immediately. Which means I should expect them to do the same, so let's not put it out early. Let's hold it for a minute. And this card, it's funny to see this card show up in my opening hand. Simply because it's so expensive normally. Like, this is a 7-drop. So, we'll see if I end up getting enough cost reduction on the field to be able to cast it or not. They did start their engines as well. Cool. That is simply a 1/3 until they get to start your engines. I drew a land. You love to see it. You love to see it. Hello, kitty. Hello. Hi. Hello, kitty. Now I'm going to just go ahead and play it simply for the blocker. Once again been joined by a furry friend. I have one of the kitties here with me. Hello, boy. Hi. I was very fortunate to have a draw effect in my hand. That's why I'm already up to 4 lands. They missed a land drop last turn. This time they hit. Here's tapped unless you control a mount or vehicle. Okay, you can sacrifice it for a token. Cool. Oh, a big cat yawn. Cool. Oh, nice. I can do this into the vehicle here. Get that on the board. Once again, swing with a flyer to get my speed. Okay, this is crew 2. Cool, so I can tap the zombie to crew him. Love it. They have the same card. Love that. Very, very amusing to me. Because now it means I can't just swing in with the flyer. It means I gotta be a little more crafty about this. Interesting. What do they have? Ah. They had that spell. Love it. Nicely done, opponent. Very nicely done. It's creature or vehicle. Now I kind of start debating how we go about this. Yeah, let's just get this one. You are cute, kitty, but I still need some space to... Yeah. The cat says, no, you don't. What space? I am a cat. I steal the space. So I have 3 mana. Play this in my draw, see if I draw a land. Just play this to get it out of my hand. Simply because I have the mana for it. Okay, it was not a land. It's okay. You may not be able to hear the kitty as he is very purring right now. Very much. The motor is going high. Hi, boy. Hi, Schmeedykins. Hi. Hi, Mr. Precious. Oh, hi. Yeah, you can probably hear the kitty. Hi, boy. Now, this ability will show because I have my max speed, and this ability will show, again, because I have a max speed. I think it triggered because... No? Did they lose a creature? No. No, no creatures died. I thought a creature died, like one of mine died, so this would have triggered, but it did not. Okay, you have a 1-3, I have a 1-2. I actually can block it and they will bounce off each other unless you have something. Hi, kitten. My most precious kitty. Actually, this is a point of damage. You can take it. I'm not gonna block. You can go up to 2. I don't care. Okay. This is interesting. Hi. Hi, kitten. Because I can play the Mangler, but if I play the Mangler, this will reduce it all the way down as far as I can lower the cost reduction, but then I will lose access to one of my blue, which means I can't cast it. I think I'd rather have this on the field than this. So, let's get the Serpent on the board. Ooh, I think I'm going to be able to crew the Pilot. Or sorry, not crew. Should be able to cast the Pilot. I think I still have 2 mana. I do. Beautiful. I'll attack, and then you stay back, because you're the one that has the effect. I'm going to just auto-pass, because the game is asking me if I want to, again, crew my vehicle. Which I technically can do, but... No thank you, game. Is that a... That is a gain of life, okay. I do have the mana to activate this ability, which means I have an unblockable. I like that a lot for me. It means I can punch damage through and they can't do anything about it. Oh, my dude, that's game. Kitty, can you... Thanks. Yeah, you're in the way, cat. I'll say it. Good game. Wait, do I not have enough? Oh, I lied. I'm 1 short. No wonder they did that. I'm 1 short of having enough to do that. That's okay. In that case... Hi. Hi, kitten. Oh, the kitty has gotten comfy. We're going to cast that. And... we're going to cast this to blow up this. And full send. Even going to swing the other guy this time. The nice thing is, though, even if he blocks and kills this, it's still going to deal a damage to him. Actually, yeah, that is lethal. That's enough. GG's. Exactsies. Cool. Actually get a win on my first game. That doesn't happen terribly often. Given that game, I'm not even going to double check any composition things for the deck. Just going to launch into the next one. Hi, kitty. Hi. Hey boy. Coming back. True cat fashion, the cat walked away, heard me call him, and has now decided, not because of me, to walk back. We love our animals. Whoa. Very good hand. Just one of each. Perfect. Oh. I'll actually play the Refueler first. I'm realizing I could play the Mangler, but all that's going to do is make it a creature on their turn, and that makes it easier for them to get rid of it or to try to destroy it. So, what is that? Remember, this attacks while saddled. Make a treasure token. I like that a lot. We drew an island. Okay. So this time I need a blocker, so we're actually going to cast the other vehicle that's in my hand. Okay, I was curious how that was going to work. It animated itself right on time, like I was hoping it would. So I have a blocker. We'll see if they try to play another creature. That way they can saddle it and then swing into it. Oh, nice. They did play another creature. They can now swing into it successfully if they want. Don't know if they remembered to saddle it. I have a feeling they forgot about that. Oh, what do I go with here? No, 3/3 they would block with the defender, because I say that because I know I would block it. So if I know I would block it, I know they would. We get the flyer. I think that's the move. Pass the turn. I think I get the flyer out because they both had start your engines, but the flyer I can guarantee next turn I can swing in the air and get through. Oh boy. I played one other, like I said, one or two other drafts of Aether Drift. This card did so much work against me. It's so good. Simply because of the untap. I don't care about the +1. I don't give a shit about the Death Touch. I care about it untapping their creature. That's why that's a problem. Ooh, excuse me. Nope. I'm just going to take 3 damage. I don't want to lose either creature. I know it would be a trade with their creature, but nah. Going to decline. Okay, so that's nice. Let's go, let's get the Mana Rock out into the Refueler. That way I have yet another artifact, and this thing is now all the way down to being a 2-drop, which I like very, very much for me. And then I'm going to say auto pass, that way the game doesn't keep asking me if I would like to improve my vehicles. Now what's especially funny is that if I think about it, is someone asleep at the wheel or are the wheels driving themselves? No, I like the idea of the wheels are driving themselves and that this is a self-driving car, which means that this self-driving car can drive this car because I can use this self-driving car to drive this car, which is hilarious to me. Okay, you're gonna saddle it. All right. So last time I said no, I don't want to block. It's not worth it. This time though, if they swing, I'm gonna block. We're gonna use this card. Oh, but you are at a discount. Oh wait, that's on a okay. You know what? No, actually, because of the cost reduction for the memory guardian here, I'm not going to block it. Because if I block it, I cannot cast both of these on my next turn. I will be 1 mana short. If I eat the damage, then I can cast them both. And of course, because I said I was technically a mana short, the game said, hey, we heard you needed a land. No, I didn't, but fuck you too. There's no more robots or no more artificers that I can get on the field. In that case, let's cast the 4-drop and the 2-drop. I'm gonna cast the 3-drop and a 2-drop, but we can go this route too. Da, 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 da. So there's my flyer. You block. Interesting. Can you discard something at instant speed? Oh, you bastard. That is exactly how I myself have used this spell and why I like Maximum Overdrive. The downside for me is it was used against me. Ugh. That's a problem. Oh, that makes it worse. They had an extra. Hoo boy. Now we're gonna have the self-driving car drive this car. Go to block. Auto pass. Yeah, this time I will just trade because now I have the affinity card on the field. I have another affinity card or two in my deck, but I will worry about drawing on this first. A land, that was quite possibly the worst thing I could have drawn. Cast the enchantment. Which is the only thing left in my hand at this stage. They are also hellbent. Oh. Well, in that case, I'm going to swing the flyer. Swing. Okay. I wondered if they would double block by chance, but I decided no. I have my damage to get my speed to go up by 1. Oh, not funny. Crap. I went from taking 3 on the crackback to now being able to take 5. This is a problem. So 4/4 with Death Touch? Oof. No thanks, I'll just take 7. Come on, non-land card. Thank goodness. It's a good one, too. Oof. I would draw the land after. They. Going to be honest, I don't like my chances here. I mean, this thing will be easily blocked if I swing it. That was a waste of mana. Oh well. That was a gamble and it paid off. I was kind of hoping they wouldn't block. Ooh, this actually might be the pick. It's in my grave. Well, no, actually, I take that back, because that's jumping through hoops to get a different card. So I'm going to take the other of these. Do I make myself draw here? No, because if I draw, I can't spend the mana on anything anyway, so I might as well leave them in open, see if I live long enough to get to my turn. I don't know if I will, because I can't block 5 damage from the flyers alone. I guess I have chump blockers for him, and I can block that if I need to, but the flyers are going to hurt. Yep, they activated their vehicle. My better half has come home.
Hello.
Hi, sweetheart. Welcome home. When I mentioned blockers, I did not account for the vehicle. This will be a problem. But they do not have lethal. I'm going to lose creatures, but they don't have lethal, so I will take solace in that. They do have one card in hand, though, which is kind of worrisome. They might have already played the land if they had one, which makes me think they don't have a land. Oh, wow. Oh, crap. I forgot about this. No, I'm going to 6. Or sorry, I'm going to 1. I'm going to have 1 life after this turn. No. I take that back. I think they just won. Yep, they did. Well, now I'm going to trigger this to do the last game action I can take. Game, if you want to keep telling me I can do something, then sure. Let's crew the creature, even though it's already up to twice. The deck largely did what it was trying to do. It was a well-timed defensive spell, essentially, so that did me in with that, and I got the multiple flyers out. They made sure to take out my only flyer that could block. And no, they took out one of my flyers, and then I still had 1 flyer, but that, of course, makes it a lot harder to do what you're trying to do. Hello, kitty. You've come back, I see. Hello, child. Precious boy. Once again, 3 lands, 1 of each color. That's a snap keep in a draft. Well, it will be a snap keep when it lets me. That's interesting. They still haven't done anything. Oh, there it goes. I guess they were agonizing over this keep. They have a turn 1 play. Interesting. Play the island first. I only have 1 blue card in my hand, but the island gets to go first because the only double land... Sorry, the only double mana pip card in this deck is blue. So that is the land that gets to go first.
Interesting. They still don't have something, so let's go pilot.
This is a card I was stoked to see because it's an expensive effect, but in limited it's very useful. Because there's not a lot of exile effects, if any, and you're not going to want to use those exile effects on a 2/2 creature. Okay, we have a plains. Now we know the other color. I figured they might have a second color. Oh, that vehicle searches for a basic. That I don't remember reading on it. Pulled a copy of this card myself. Paper. Okay, but they need 1 of each color. Well, as funny as this might sound, I hope they're trying to get 1 of each color.
We'll see how that plays out for me. No, this is now when I do
This enchantment.
because now I can get start your engines and I don't have a blocker.
And immediately hit damage to gain a speed. I see they are also going for 3 colors. Now the question is, are they going for all 5 at all to try to activate the exhaust effect of this vehicle? We shall see. Finally have a creature. 3/3. Yeesh. Oh, okay. I don't like this for me because I did not hit a land yet. So let's go with... No. Let's just go with the artifact. Because when it enters, I draw a card, and I'm hoping to draw a land. I got one. I should have tapped accordingly here. That way I could have been able to play the Mangler. I'd rather have that on the board than this, but that's okay. Now I question, of course, is it worth it to swing to get the speed? I'm going to say no, not yet. I'd rather actually leave him back, because if he saddles it and then attacks, it'll be a 4/4, and I can double block it and trade with it. That would work. I really, really liked this card. Again, amazing flavor text. Until I went to play it during the draft, because I thought it was target creature or vehicle, and it is not. It has to be a vehicle or a mount. And I was not running any mounts in the deck, and I had like 1 or 2 vehicles, so once the vehicle was done, that was kind of it. So yeah, that was a problem. So that makes it a vehicle, but it doesn't give it haste. Trying to think here. Go with the vehicle. Land for turn. 2. We're just gonna get the flyer on the board. Played a flyer, buddy. What do you got? You got a kill spell, you got a draw spell, you got a counter spell. You might, because you do have blue open. Don't normally like to hit the your go, but you're about to have the timer. Yep, there goes one timeout. Oh shoot, and they've already burned one timeout earlier. Or at least I think they used one at the very beginning when they were deciding whether or not to keep this hand. They might time out, I might get it like that. Not my favorite way to get a win, but I will take it, especially during a draft. Not my favorite way to get a win, but I will take it, especially. Okay, let's see here. Drew another guide light, which I'm a big fan of that. Let's see what I draw off of this. This is too bad. This makes me think they just lagged out or they left or something. But, oh well. This is how I get win number 2. That's how I get win number 2. There it goes. On to the next one. Ooh, okay, we've got the first bad hand I've really seen. And again, I do have two drops. I actually have 3, but I don't have a black yet to cast him. You know what? I'm gonna keep it. For a land, preferably a swamp, but drew one of the only sorceries in the deck. Island, okay, okay. Not what I was hoping for, but I'll take that. That at least gets me up to 3. That's a start. we got a legendary with a saddle. Attacks while saddle. Put a 1/1 counter on 2 target mounts and or vehicles. Okay. Oh, I'm not going to block it. Then I can turn around and swing to get damage in. Get that out. Ooh. So that can be either one. Yeah, no, we're going to get that one. So I have a flyer to block this, but I also have a 2/2 to block the 3/2. Pardon me. Ooh, they cast a card that is literally in my hand. That's hilarious, quite frankly. And tells me what to do on my turn. When I am given the chance. Dang. Oh shoot, this won't even kill it. Never mind, I want to cast mine, but it won't be enough. Alright. Let's go with this, because I still have not managed to draw one. That's 1 and 3 and haven't gotten one since. Okay. Oh boy. The 7/6 is scary, but the vigilance and trample is actually the scarier part. Now I think I'm going to use this on just destroy target artifact to blow that up. Hey, 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 there's another land. Not the color I hoped for, but that's alright. So I can get that on the field, but I think the right move here is to go boom, blow that up. Get that big scary thing out of here, and then we're gonna stall out. We're gonna put this thing on ice for a little while. And now to maybe get max speed? No, that's okay. I'll happily kill your other creature in exchange. That's good by me. Judging by the way they were reading that, that makes me wonder if they're aware of how first strike goes. Because they reacted like they did not understand.
There we go. There's the black. Waiting for that. Now the only question is, do I get the pilot or do I get the embalmed ascendant? No, let's go with the ascendant because I am getting very close to getting to max speed. Tap my zombie and booyah.
Actually, I take that back. I now will be getting to max speed because they cannot block both of these. Uh-oh. I'm just gonna say it. Oops. One of these things is dying. My question is which one? Yep. That's what I would block as well. Oh! Well, this does me a favor. Because they blocked that one, first strike, I got max speed, so I got the drain effect off of that dying. So that's not nothing. Ah, they have that 8 guy. No. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Okay, they were going to use it. Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, why didn't they crew it with that? I got my answer. Oof.
No blocks, take 9 to the face.
That's what I get for crewing my vehicle. That's alright. Ooh, I forgot this was in this deck still, to be honest. I'm going to tap manually for this because I do not trust the computer to tap it the way I want it tapped. Another black, I like to see that. I think I'm just going to sit on this and have it...
Yeah, because I won't. Because I will get through, but I will expend blockers to do it. So let's sit here with open mana and wait. Probably. A 9/7 is terrifying and limited. So now I got a 4/3 to deal with. And a 5/4. Okay, I guess the 5/4 is the bigger one, so you're the one who gets to be blocked. Or I should say blocked and killed. The other one just gets to be blocked. So I'm going to cast this. You block here. You chump block this. I could double block it. Yeah, you know what? All I'm going to get out of it is an exile to be able to draw a card. Yeah, I'll do that. And, oh, well, actually, it's going to kill them both. I thought he was going to have to decide what to kill. No, he got enough power to kill both. The drain effect at least helps me out a little. Bring me up to 9. But now the flyers will untap. That's a problem. Do I have enough for both? I have, yeah, 6, 7 with the land. Yes, I do have enough for both of these. Deathless Pilot and Memory Guardian. Go. No attacks. That's the good news. The bigger problem is now I don't have that Death Touch card to deal with this 9/7 in front of me here. Sheesh. And there's that. Actually, the 9/7 ain't really a big threat. I just realized I got a chump blocker and I can keep getting it back. Most importantly, I killed their saddle creature. That's big. Ooh. Okay. Okay. We're gonna play this first. Get the zombie. How much mana do I got? If I pay the 2 and sacrifice, I'll have 2 left. What can I cast with 2 that's in here? Go search for... You know what? No. I play the search spell. I go see if I can find removal of some kind. Because I think the only removal spell I've already burned. Yep. The only removal spell in the whole deck I've already used.
Good job.
That's limited for you. In that case... No, I want that, but it's so expensive. Well, let's just get this. No attack. I'm gonna do this, that way I can get some life back. I'm gonna have to make a swing next turn. I don't want to, but I'm gonna need to, probably for life. That's funny. They either drew or had in their hand that as well. Oh, speaking of gaining a ton of life. Jump block. That's funny. These were the 2 I was looking at adding, and I ended up getting them both. 1, 2, 3, so I have 7. That's actually enough for both of these. We're gonna do that. We're gonna go boom. And then I have that flyer to turn around and block the other one. Cool. Appreciate them not blocking. We'll trade life point spots for the minute. See how long that lasts for.
Life total is a resource. No blocks. Go to 8. Got a land. I am very okay with that. I'm going to add that back, and I'm going to recast it. Bada bing, bada boom. What do I want to have? Double strike. Actually, it's just going to be yourself. Swing and swing. Swing, swing. Cool. I'm cool with that little trade of life. I drew a land. I'm happy about that. I don't even care that it was a non-basic that can do a thing. I don't care. Oh, it can make a token. Yeah, I don't care. I'm going to untap it. Alright, you are blocking here for the chump, and actually also chump. The problem is next turn that's going to get another counter, and then I won't be able to just chump. This is going to die blocking. Okay, that's a problem. I was kind of hoping I wasn't going to draw a land, but here we are. 3, 6, so I have 9 mana. That's enough for both of these. Let's see what I draw first. Okay, that's kind of useful. The fact that it has flying is kind of cool for me. But I like the idea better of simply throwing that back in my hand and recasting it. Block. This time they only have 1 flyer. Let's give the... No, let's do the same thing. Give you double strike and swing with you and hold the other flyer in reserve. I think this is why I shied away from picking this 9/7 here. It's a great card. It's going to do a lot of things. But if you don't have trample, it can be chump blocked infinitely. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm chump blocking the crap out of it with this deathless pilot. Gonna have to eat that damage though, because that one will kill one of my creatures if I block it. Luckily, one thing I'm happy about is they only have 1 flyer right now. And they had to top deck it to get it. Land is not what I wanted, but I'll take it. Add back. Recast. And I think I have enough to cast the other card in my hand too. I do. Beautiful. Booyah! Whew, that one feels good. Just gonna say it. That one feels really good. That one was close. That one was grindy. I knew it was expensive to see the like 4 mana to pull him out of the graveyard, but I'm like, no. In my head, I told myself, if I can do it even once, it's gonna be huge. And I did it. I want to say at least 3 times that game. No. I will say confidently twice. I don't know about 3 times, but that was perfect. That was a beautiful example of why that card was putting in work. That card honestly won me the game. That Deathless Pilot. Whew, that was big. That was big. On that note, I am going to take a break real quick, only because I need to use the bathroom after that game. Whew. I will be right back.
Okay.
Oh, and when she
And I
first
have
came out,
returned.
it was like.
Try that again. Now I'm back. It was nice to get up to 3 wins, especially this early in the thing. Hopefully I can run with that momentum. So I'm apparently doing Artifact Value and Artifact Bleeder, because I'm doing Esper colors for this one. I'm especially happy that I believe I have 2 of the Deathless Pilot in the deck, and now I'm going to be very happy if I see him in my opening hand after the way the last game went. Let's see. Hot X Cheeto. Lol.
And once again, he's in the opening hand.
You know what? I said I wanted to see him. I get to see him. I've got 3 lands. Gonna keep.
Should I?
Up to you. Oh, I drew the removal spells. And where'd I draw? Alright. Got another island. That's nice. That's not what I was hoping for. They have the same exact card on the field. Now that's funny. I'm going to cast this first. That way next I can cast this. Use the Disciple to immediately crew it. And it'll have the extra boost on there. Draw. Oh, another Disciple. Okay. I do not mind drawing these that early. I'm good with that.
We're going to crew and swing for 4.
And now technically won't be able to block. No, I will be able to block. I take that back. The way Mangler works, it will... It didn't even unanimate it. Literally reanimated itself. It just stayed animated the whole time. That was funny to see. The 0-8. That is funny. That's another card that I thought about drafting because of the stats, but ultimately decided not to because I would have to put a... You know, you have to, like, give it a keyword, otherwise it's not useful. It doesn't automatically just go, oh, you crew with your toughness. It has to say that. So,
Dang it. Draw another black card. That one kind of hurts. I'm not going to lie. That one kind of hurts. That's a problem. I just go for 4 more damage. Do I do something else? No, I think I just get extra damage in life. Because I don't like to waste my mana, and if I don't do this, I don't feel like I'm doing much, if anything, with my mana. So let's do this. Let's do this. Let's get both of the flyers on the board. Next turn, I can actually swing for 4 flying and just not even worry about the mangler. Yeah, no. Go ahead and block it. That's why I was tempted to pick the card. But I still gain 4 life, and I'm good with that. Now that much closer to max speed. That max speed will be especially useful should I be able to draw black at all. I say that because of the pilot and because of the enchantment that's been in my hand for most of this game. Huh. Well, let's see here. They're swinging. I have the bigger thing. However, they have 5 open mana. Gee, let me think. No block. That's a... I mean, you can't telegraph it any more than that. You got open mana, you got something, you've got a pump effect. I don't know what you got hidden in there, and I don't need to find out this turn. That's a good creature. I've had it used against me in a couple games. I think it's very, very good. Let's see here. Once again, I'm still holding that removal spell. Now I gotta determine, do I use it now? Do I wait? Because again, with having nothing to do with my mana, I have nothing to do with it this turn. No. Everything on their board is scary, but nothing that I feel like I need to kill right now. Swing for 4. Take 4. Yeah, pass turn. Do you have it on your phone? Okay. Thought I'd ask. Well, at least I've got flyers. Because unfortunately for me, right now, that's about all I got. But, I mean, I guess the bright side of the flyers is I technically have them on a 5-turn clock until they get a flyer, because I can take them out in 5 turns. Okay, if you discarded that, what the hell else is in your hand? Once again, no blocks. Move to take 3. Yeah, you can get a speed. I don't care. Let me get a swamp or that mana rock. Those are the one of the 2 things I want to draw. Damn it! I got a flyer. Oh, perfect. Perfect. And I immediately drew something that can put the flyer out of my way for a little while. Perfect. I top decked that. They're like, wait. That's what that's called. That would only be 3, so yeah. I'm just gonna keep holding the removal.
Swing for 4, auto pass, because I don't want to cast the sorcery right now. I only got the one copy that I drafted, so rather hold the removal in case you play a scarier vehicle. Still waiting for that black, though. Like, that was a really nice draw, but that's not what I wanted.
Oh, because that forcibly discarded a card. Ooh, that's a good one. Because it has haste.
I really like the effect of this because of the exhaust. The exhaust is very easy to do. Yep, they're going to exhaust that one. Good idea, in my book. Block and trade. Because now, the light wheel enhancements will go back to my graveyard and I can recast it. And I find that to be more useful than having the before. Got him down to 1. So, the card that I was unhappy about drawing directly led to my victory. I love that. That was perfect. I said the only two things I want are the mana rock to be able to tap for black, because I ended up drawing both of the pilots, or I want a swamp itself, and I drew neither. I drew stall out. My deck literally said, oh, you want one of these two? Nah, you're going to stall out instead. I forget I technically arguably have 2 forms of removal in this deck. This is the first. This is one of them. The other one is the sorcery I held. The other sorcery I held in my hand, I think, the entire game. That feels good. I don't normally get to, I'll be honest, if I get to 3 wins, I feel pretty damn good. I feel pretty lucky. I've made it to 4 wins. We're doing pretty good. On that note, though, I will be right back before I jump into the next game. Alright, we go again. It's funny. I was excited to see the Deathless Pilot in my opening hand for that game. Literally never got a form of black mana or anything to tap for black the entire game. Drew the other copy of his ass. Still won anyway. Sometimes it's like that. Alright, what do we got this time? Okay. So, once again, we're missing black. However, I've got 3 2-drops. I've got one of each of these colors, so I have the mana to cast these 2. So if anything, I can go, ooh, okay. That's not actually a good card for me to draw. I want a land, not another creature. But on the bright side, at least this creature is a 2-drop, and I can easily cast it. Hey, we got another land. Look at that. Love that. So let's play the land. Did I play the vehicle? I don't know what the right... No, yeah, let's get the vehicle out. That way next turn I can start growing it. Because this turn it'll be sick, unfortunately, for me. And because that is a 2-3...
I can't actually get through this. So, the only good news for me right now is that I don't know if they can saddle it. Oh, you've got to be kidding. Hey, I have a Krenko deck on Arena. I'm very, very well aware of how nasty this guy is. Oh boy. Okay, you know you're not getting through this turn then. Just block. No need to crew the vehicle. That's not a hoop I need to jump through. Hey!
Okay, I was hoping for a basic, but I'll take that.
Because that'll let me get to the other colors. So. Ooh. Well, no, because if he wants to, he can get through. I'm just going to pass. Now, at the very least,
I've got a way to tap for black next turn to be able to cast a maximum overdrive, so at least I'm going to have that option.
ouch. Makes sense. We're playing the same cards, so they got the same common that I did. So. Yep, and now they get that saddle effect, and now I don't have a 3/3 available to at least kill this thing. Which is a problem, to say the least. Best I can do is kill the goblin.
Because it doesn't make sense for me to just block one of the 2/3s here. Okay. Let's go to land? Alright. Plains is not what I was hoping for, but I will take that. Do I try to bait him? Do I get the bigger creature? No, let's get the bigger creature out.
Because I'm hoping that this on the field will kind of discourage him from swinging a little.
We'll see. Damn.
They have the removal.
That simple. They have 2 cards in their graveyard, and they've removed the 2 cards that are in my graveyard. It's brutal. I mean, it's really, really good for them, but brutal for me.
It's okay. The only good news about that is that I made them burn that removal spell early as opposed to later.
Do I get the 1 big blocker, or do I get 2 little blockers? They're getting to max speed no matter what I play. If I play the big blocker, you're what, a 3/3? Okay, so let's say it blocks this. I'm still getting hit for 5, 6? So the other way I get hit for less, but I'm probably going to be able to do less as well. So let's get the flyer on the board. At least I can trade back with something.
Mainly now I can hope to kill the Lynx. That's actually what I'm hoping to block, but we'll see. Yep. This is a very smart play on their part because I can't really do anything about this, and this will get them up to max speed that can now tap for 2 red. Oh, that buffs the artifact creature. I forgot about that. I forgot about that angle for them. Yeah, that's a big one too. Okay, you're getting cast no matter what. Now the question is, do I leave up mana for a defensive spell or do I get another blocker? Let's play defense. Let's play the long game. No. That's what I got for that.
vehicle out. Finally get the pilot on the board.
I could make it a vehicle, but that doesn't really do anything for me. No, let's just go to combat. Let's get some damage in. How is he gain? Oh, with the links. I was like, how did they gain life?
I figured it out.
But dang.
What?
Block and block. Kill. I like that a lot for me. Ooh, I got another assailant. I also like that for me too. Put this on the field. Do I swing with the vehicle? No, let's just swing with the birdie. Attack with the flyer.
A little speed. Go to your turn. As I attempt to climb back in this thing. Cool. Drawn a bunch of my speed related cards, which I'm very happy about. We're gonna swing the smaller flyer, leave the bigger one back to block. Now made it to max speed. Next turn I can get a card draw off of that.
Getting there, I'm getting there. The fact that they search their deck for some planes is good,
But it also thins their deck out, so they now will run out of cards before I do, if that becomes relevant for any reason.
excuse me. Ooh, that's big. I drew one of my resurrection spells. I like that for me a lot. Okay, so that nothing has an ETB effect. Yeah, let's actually go ahead and exile you and draw a card. Got a swamp. I'm very, very fine with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So no, I'd rather leave that there for now. So I couldn't even get that back if I wanted to. Oh, and I do have max speed already. This might be game. 4, 8, 11. No, but it's going to be close. It's going to hurt them a lot more than they're expecting it to.
This is why I took this card and why I took an extra copy. I think I actually took a third copy, and I didn't put it in the deck because I knew I was already past like 45 cards. But yeah, a 4-mana 3/3 that becomes a 3/4 with vigilance when you get to max speed ain't bad. Like, it's okay. It could be a lot better, but in limited it's really good. Okay, they have recognized that they need to full send here. Okay, pass to blocks. So let's have you block this. You are gonna block. Sure, you can block that. We'll block. No, actually, I still have bigger stuff. You block here. you block here. And one of his goblins actually gets to live for once. Pass the blocks. Pass the damage, I should say. Cool. Oh. Nice. That's all I can say. They did that very well. And they managed to nearly wipe the friggin' board. Now, very happy I left mana open, as I get to throw that right back in my hand. Alright, I drew a land. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I got 8 mana. So I can easily go 5 minus 1. X equals 4. Bada bing, bada boom. And one of those two is coming right back.
Yep, that was enough. The fact that I had that resurrection spell after they just worked so hard to wipe my board. That feels good. That feels good. More unlocks, more things. I probably completed whatever the daily is for today. Gotten 5 wins with this one. I am happy if I get to 3. Anything beyond that for me is gravy. So I am thrilled at how this one's going. The one thing for me that was especially nice about that game that was very funny was they were ahead for most of that game. I felt like I was kind of on the back foot a little bit. It was only when I got that flyer out and then it lived through the turn. I started getting my speed going. I got the second flyer on the board. That's when that game turned around, is when those suckers showed up, essentially. Ooh, so I got 2 mana, but I didn't get a white. A lot of this deck is white, so this is a tricky one. Of course, they immediately kept. This is probably the worst hand I've had so far. You know what? We're going to keep it. We're going to keep it for 2 reasons. One is that they go first, which means I'm going to draw my first turn. The other reason is that I have one of these in my opening hand, which will draw me 1 card. And I was rewarded anyway. There was the plains on the top. Big chillin'. Big chillin'. Get this guy on board. Get out of 0-4. What did you cycle? Okay, I'm now very happy they cycled that as opposed to playing it. Sheesh. Ooh, so I was going to happily just cast this on my ace here, my little pilot. But now I drew this. So actually, we're going to go ahead... Oh, for that reason I should have done that in reverse. I still should have equipped it to him. Only because then I could have gotten up to speed of 2 right away. But that's alright. They have another vehicle. Ah, so they knew they would have a way to get it back. No wonder they were comfortable with that. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. Ooh, okay. Okay. So we're going to do this. And then I'm going to move to combat and see if you block. So you block with a vehicle.
I don't mind killing the vehicle, actually. So for that reason, we're going to just let that go. I can sacrifice it to Zahur here to get a surveil trigger, but I think I'd rather just let the... I think I'd rather simply trade just to have that. Just to have that off the board. The other vehicle's a 4-2, that one's a 3-2. So I'd actually rather get rid of the bike here, but they animated the carrying cruiser, so they cycled it again. That's funny. Actually, I don't want to. Normally, I'm not happy to do a little auto pass type of thing.
Oh, you prick! They're gonna make me sacrifice something. I don't like them for that. Nope, because now I have to just sacrifice it to that, not
Sacrifice it to him, unfortunately. We'll be right back. Okay, back. Drew a swamp. Let's... Because I don't really want to use the removal right now. I find it's too early for that. So let's get some more information. Why did you... Oh, okay, game. I know why they did that. Never mind. I'm like, why...
Why would the game leave my swamp open? But it's because if I don't replay the one from my hand, then I kind of don't have enough for this spell, so that's why. Makes sense. Let's see. Yeah, let's swing because I want to see. No, because if I swing, they can just block with the doll and kill it. So we're not going to swing.
I'm going to simply pass. Of course, now I get like the extra black to be able to do like the surveil that the doll can do. They have two of them. Okay. Yep. Oh, that's a good card in terms of the speed because it forces everybody to lose 2, and that means that that an opponent lost life during your turn, which triggers you to gain speed.
Very nice, very nice. Draw a card. Stall out. Okay. So I'm drawing most of my removal type stuff, which I like. I think I'm going to get the Bird Warrior on the field and kind of hold from there. Yep, you can surveil 1. That's fine. Well, they didn't play a land for turn, which is surprising given that they still have 5 cards in their hand, but I digress. Life as a resource, no blocks. Looked like they checked something. I think they were expecting me to block. When it enters and whenever... Okay. That's a big boy. That's a problem. Like, that's a great card, but that's a big fucking problem. Oh, I could do that. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that because I think it's an artifact creature. It is. Okay. So let's go boom. X equals 2. Auto pay because I don't have the time to manually tap all these. And we're going to get my Wretched Doll back out of the graveyard. Whoopsh. Welcome back. And you have a crew of 2. Cool. Good to know. I'm going to do that. Yep, because now this cost is 2. Which now means I have 5 artifacts, which I think...
permanents that are creatures and or vehicles. No, that's why I knew I would have to get this on the field. So if I cast this right now, it's only going to deal 4 damage, and I need it to deal 5 because I'm trying to get rid of this sucker. Choose an artifact or creature card. Ouch. Okay, I have one that doubles as both, so alright. Go for it. I know what card you're getting rid of, and it hurts. Because now they can see everything I've got. Like, that hurts for multiple reasons. Let's see. Now the real question is, what is this? I didn't read the saddle on it. Oh, saddle of 5. They gotta saddle almost everything. If they want to. Yep, they're gonna use what? They're gonna use a vehicle to saddle? Okay, hold on. If they had tapped... Okay, so this is interesting. So they specifically want to leave this thing untapped for some reason. Okay, because it can make more stuff, I think, is the reason why. I think that's the play here. Yep, there we go. We now have that. And now I have to debate if I try to kill it or if I simply let it through. It makes another one of those. One of those things is a problem. 2 of them is a big problem. And they're getting to max speed on this attack because I'm not blocking with both of them. Okay. I don't want to lose the doll because I barely got it back out. Let's block with the vehicle. That way, let's block with the vehicle. That way I don't have to crew something simply to block. And nope. Block and move to damage. I'm not going to sacrifice it. I want to kill the token. Yep. They are now at max speed. I have one of those, but I did not end up running it. I was hoping for a land, but that did not happen. So let's cast Stall out. And let's go Guide Light Matrix. And hope that I draw another land, honestly. That's nice. That's the first time I've drawn that. Yeah, this is another good turn for me to get this swing in to get that damage for the speed to try to get up to max for myself. Because I want the vigilance as badly as I want the +1 on the backside. I'm starting to question if I need these things because they're nice in that they draw me a card, but if I cut them, that's fewer cards in the deck, that's fewer cards for me to draw.
Can I get the small tray?
Yeah. Got a 1/1 and a 3/1. Okay, what? Oh, if they exhaust it, then they get that. Okay. Let's go. And they can pump into that. This is, you know what? Do I have a way to gain life? No, I don't. Good game. No blocks. If I can block, I can stall. I don't think I'm getting out of this one. Oh, I thought they had... Oh, they had lethal. They didn't pump it. That's why. I was like, how am I not dead?
Let's surveil simply because I can. Oh, no wonder. I wondered why they blocked like that. That's okay. Finally figured out what cards I need to take out of the draft deck. 'Cause I lost that first one, but the first one just felt like they had the stuff when I didn't. It didn't feel like I messed up with the deck building. That's the first one that it felt like a mistake. It felt like a bad idea on my part. Because I don't have any mounts to saddle. And the only vehicles I have, I've had no issues with crewing them. Let's actually put the third one of those in the deck. Because that seems to be doing a lot of work whenever I draw it, especially if I get to draw it early. See if I get the play on, or if it ends here. Not the best of hands, but I'll keep it because I have 2 of these in the open and I do have 3 lands, so could be a lot worse. But that last game, I think I actually had to keep a 2-land. I've had to keep a 2-land a bunch of times. So. Honestly, seeing a land on top is not actually a good thing to me. Because that doesn't help me. That doesn't do anything for me, sadly. Okay. That's a card. I like it. I like it a lot. Target itself, end the turn, because I can't do anything else. Seeing the pilot's kind of cool to see it early, but again, I don't have a way to get it out, so... Dang. Well, shit. Okay, see, that's the first one I've gotten that's just a 2-drop. Okay. During my turn, has first strike. Yeah. Let's get this out and then end. I could have cast Collision Course, but I want to wait. I want to see if they play anything else. Because if I draw a land, I could easily go creature and then cast this. So. Oh, you gain a life. Okay, nice. That's a kind of a problem. On a number of different levels, but oh well. So I can now do what I wanted, cast both, but it's not going to kill it. So I'm just going to sit on it. Oh, I only had first strike. I thought I had double strike for a second. I got very confused with the animation, but that's okay. One of the ones that I looked at and I could not justify picking because it felt like too many hoops to jump through. That is a problem, though. Simply because now they can activate this at any time in response to me trying to kill their stuff.
They're like, cool, you're trying to kill my thing. In response, I'm going to sacrifice it. Because there's no limit on this. You just have to have the one black each time. And they have 2 black open right now. So yeah, this is kind of a problem.
The nice thing, though, about drawing the creature there is that's another creature. Now this will go up by 1 on how much it's counting for. Oh, damn, you get to exile it. I know what I would pick if I was them, and that's not it.
I'm surprised that they would exile that.
But I'm also pleased that's what they want to exile. I'm actually going to say no blocks on this one.
You know what? Let's just hit the thing itself. You want to activate it once, you can, but
Doesn't sound so good when you got to do it on your cue. The only downside is that now I got no cards left. Whatever I draw, straight out the top. Pending when this dies and I can exile it because I'm getting close to max speed. But yeah, that is one flaw right now, so I'm running out of gas, so to speak. They've almost run out of gas themselves. They only got 1 card left. Land is a horrible draw for me. If it was a swamp, it'd be fine, but it wasn't, so now I don't have the mana to recast him, unfortunately. Once again, swing the first strike. Beautiful. Now the other flyer gets a little bit bigger on the backside and has vigilance. The vigilance is what is more relevant to me. I drew a land. See, now I can kill it. Oh, just kidding. I'm gonna die here. I was like, oh yeah, I can kill their creature. Completely forgetting about the pump effect. That hurts. Not even gonna lie, that hurts a little. Because they can just pump the shit out of that thing. Okay. You're going to block here. You're going to block here. And I'm not going to block the 3-1. Because it just pumps itself. It doesn't give itself trample.
in response to you doing that,
I'm going to exile this and draw a card. Oof. Actually, I was kind of pissed about drawing it. Now I'm realizing I might have enough mana to cast the damn thing. I think I do. Yeah. Wha-bam. Cast a 5/6. They
are now looting, which is both good and bad. It's good because they're closer to drawing out, but it's bad because they're closer to drawing something that they can use. Or just more creatures in general. Both of which are very problematic for me.
That's even more problematic because now that removes one of my blockers. Oh boy. Nope. That's it. That's all she wrote, folks. That's okay.